My name is Angie Henry, and I am the broker-owner of New Palace Realty. This is where I grew up. This is the home where my parents raised me. Growing up was definitely a struggle. It was hard enough for my family to even put food on the table. I didn't have a bed, I didn't have a room, I didn't have a closet. I literally slept in the sofa sleeper. And we would walk to school past these huge mansions thinking someday we're gonna own one of these homes, someday. And growing up, I remember desiring my own desk and just crying inside and thinking, when I grow up, I'm gonna ensure that my kids have a desk to do their homework. I became a mother at a very young age. 16 years old when I had my oldest son. I was going to college and I was working full-time. So after hearing Nely Galan, the Adelante movement presentation, I was able to realize that it was time for me to bring myself to the next level, my business, and I wanted to start my own business with becoming a real estate broker. And I said, that's it. It was time for me to get my own money and be able to say, I can do this on my own. I literally went to the Adelante movement not realizing what to expect. And a year later, I found myself with my business, 5 employees, and thriving in success. I want to grow my business and grow to the fullest potential that I can. Right now I'm in Southern California, eventually grow nationwide and be able to continue to deliver that dream of home ownership. I'm very passionate about real estate, and I just feel that being a homeowner is just amazing experience. Every single purchase or sale of a home is completely different. It really makes me happy. Owning a home is part of owning the American dream and being part of society where you own a home and you can grow your family. Being able to give a family the keys to their new home is like being able to give them the keys to happiness.
You did a radical change in 1 year. So talk about it.
Yes,
Switch.
yes, I did. I did a really just drastic change. It was something that I wanted to do for many years and just kept prolonging it, just postponing, saying, okay, next month. But when I went to the Adelante movement, I got out of there just completely inspired and just saying, okay, there's no Prince Charming. It's not gonna happen. And I just gotta do this. I just gotta do this now. I gotta just set it up and just focus and get it done.
And you were gonna buy a house at that time, right?
Yes, I was. I was right in the middle of just, okay, we're gonna be buying a bigger house, and that was my next goal, my immediate goal. And I said, no, I remember what you said about downsizing and just focusing, starting a business. And I took that suggestion, that idea, and I just said, okay, I can always buy, I'm a real estate, I can always buy a home, a bigger home. But starting a business, I gotta feel the momentum now and just take it now and go with it.
And I think, you and I we've talked a lot too about marketing, right? And this idea that, like when I called you and I said, do you want to be in this video and do you want to do this? And you were, and I have to give you a lot of credit because you were like, even though it was like really weird, because I put her on the phone with all these people from the UN and all this and all that, just like when they called me from The Apprentice, and she's like, Nely, I want, right? You said, you chose yourself. And so tell them a little bit what that whole experience was like.
Oh, it was extremely just an exhilarating experience. It was just to have the Coca-Cola crew come to my home, come to my business, and
It takes a long time.
It was a very, very just an amazing experience. And one of the filmers was his first time here from London, and just people from all over the country and the world from Coca-Cola crew, in my face. So it was awesome, just an extremely just amazing experience.
So we really want to inspire all of you, and this next session, and you have to tell me how we're running on time so I don't go crazy.
Just turn the other mic on.
Oh, we can turn it on? All right, there we go. Is really for all of you. I mean, I have run a TV network. I am a world-class marketer. I know how to market myself and others. So I want you guys, in fact, I think we have a mic in the audience, but what I'd rather do is really ask you guys what you want to know about selling yourselves. Where are you having struggles? Do you have websites? Are you using Facebook? Are you putting videos on YouTube? Are you thinking to write stories in the paper about real estate or about your businesses? I want to really engage us in a conversation about it. So I want all of you to have a tape that looks like my tape, which is very Latino and yet very American and mainstream. And that you feel like you have a command of both worlds. Because let's face it, one of the things I love about your tape, and I also like about my story, is that I tell women in Adelante, in your pain is your answer. And I do believe that's where we have to start. I would not have done as well as I did in television if I didn't feel like an expert in the pain of being the kid of immigrants. And I kept repeating those stories over and over again in television shows. You had this pain about your home and about not having grown up in the home she wanted, and not having a bed and not having a desk. And when you own your pain like that, and then your business is so that nobody else, you want people to have their houses because you don't want them to, you know what it is for them to get their first house. And so I think that's a good place to start, which is, where is your original, authentic voice in your business? Why are you doing what you're doing? Because it can't just be about money. We're all going to make money. That's the easy part. The marketing is around your pain. It's around your unique story that then is tellable in a video. A unique voice that is, like, I couldn't be telling you guys, do this and do that, if I hadn't gone through this journey and made money and made it in a way that, the same way that all of you are making it. Because then it's possible, right? Anything that comes up for any of you about your businesses or things you're going through or issues you're having, pero sin pena, por favor, because that's why we're here. Yes? Do we have a mic? Yep.
How do you start to find someone to do a video for you?
Okay, that's a great question. How do you start to have someone start a video for you? So, somebody here, yes, look, he's right there. But let me give them an even easier answer, because they may not be able to afford you because you're very expensive. I think that number one, let's talk about a video, okay? Any of you here were at my Sheryl Sandberg event at La Raza? Okay, so at that event, we had someone there from YouTube, okay? And there are a lot of Latino kids that are doing videos for their parents, of their parents' business. Some of them are funny. Like, there's a kid I want you all to look up, Rudy Mancuso, and he's got on Vine. If you don't know how to get to Vine, ask one of your kids. This kid started this thing for his mom called Rudy Mancuso's Mom. That's what it's called, Rudy Mancuso's Mom. Just Google it. And he started making fun of his mom. Like, mi mamá, she uses, Thai. And blah, 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 blah. And the mother's like, it's very, crazy, right? Well, the lady's now left her job, and all these sponsors are her sponsors. They keep her, will you be our blogger, our video blogger? So kids in our community are really good at this stuff. Some kids have made videos for their parents that are real serious. Like, this is what my parents' business is, and this is what we do. And YouTube, when they came and presented at one of our Adelante events, told us that their parents' businesses had gone up 500%. So the power of video today is very great, okay? But it doesn't have to be some professionally produced thing. Literally, it can start with your kid making fun of you, and it goes viral quicker. So I would say start with people under your nose. Remember, low overhead. So what did I just tell you? I put my kid to work. My kid is doing social media for me. He's doing the Amazon store, and he always tells me, Mom, you don't have enough likes on Facebook. I go, well, work it, baby, work it. I said, you have so many, send me some people. So I would begin under your nose. Who is in your family that you can say, I'll feed you if you do my video? And then, if you're at a place where you want to spend money, There are incredible people that do that, okay? Now, I will tell you that in this PowerPoint, and if you know, which you guys will give me your cards or whatever, and I will send them to you, we have a lot of those resources. There are a lot of Adelante women that's what they do for a living, is make videos. And they're not so expensive, they'll make them based on what you can afford. But I do think everyone, how many people here have a website for their business or for themselves? Okay, how many people don't? Okay, so just so you all know, Google has, again, it's in this PowerPoint, Google is giving Latinas free websites. And literally you go on, I am like technically very challenged, and I can do it in 10 minutes. Y yo no sé qué yo estoy haciendo. So if I can do it, anybody else can do it. But if you get stuck, you get your kid to do it. I mean, it's that easy. They can build you a website. They have a library of music and photographs that you can pick from to put whatever photograph you want. They'll even tell you how to make a real estate site, how to make a restaurant site, how to do this, and they show you. I mean, it's like a tutorial that literally anybody could do. So everybody really should have a website. I think everyone should have a video. I mean, isn't it nice to watch somebody's bio video? Couldn't you have a bio video of your business or of yourself, depending on what your brand is? When you see Angie's tape, all of a sudden you're talking to Angie. Imagine Angie, I tell her, Angie, you just put that up in your office in a loop, y ya se acabó la historia. Because it looks so professional, right? So, you know, I think a video is a must in this day and age. I think a website is a must. I personally do not like Facebook for myself because I don't need to tell everybody every single place I'm going. But I think Facebook is an incredible, incredible resource for business. Because in the old days, you'd have to buy media, you'd have to buy ads. I mean, Facebook can target. You know, so does everybody here? Does everybody know about the Facebook ads, or do you want me to tell you about it? Just say who doesn't know. So you can buy Facebook ads, as you know, and so it's an incredible resource. Now, what do you think you're going to do? I mean, obviously, we're going to promote it for you, but what are you going to do with that video once you have the green light to go?
Just like you said, I would just blast it on all my, I'll probably put it on my signature, on my emails that go out, and I have a somewhat of a YouTube channel, but not really. Put it on there, promote that more, and Facebook, and just social media sites.
So one of the things that Coca-Cola told me, I didn't know this, is they're like, every Latina that's a business owner has 50,000 people in her influence. I didn't know that, right? So they're like, if you send this, again, no nos puede dar pena, tienes el video. Like the usual thing of our video is to go, oh my God, que pena, if I send it to people, are they going to think I'm an egomaniac? Really? Who cares? But I have to tell you something. The other day, I was in Venice, where I live, and I see, you know, there's this woman realtor, not Latina, who is everywhere. And even I, again, my Latino bitchy side came out, and I was like, pero esta vieja está toda en todas partes. And the next day, es como que Dios me castigó. Like God punished me. Because the next day I get like a thing, because I get these things from Fortune magazine, and it was like Fortune magazine, and it said #1 realtor in Los Angeles. I go, yo soy una estúpida. Like, you know, I have to go, you see? And that's our bitchy, like, it's the way we're raised. It's like people that do that, it's bad. It's not bad in this country. Get over it. So you make a video, you got to send it to your kids. Their kids' kids. Because they'll send it to people, and before you know it, you're like popular in your neighborhood. And that's what you want as a real estate person. You want people to think you're the bomb, right? And you have to show off. And you have to exaggerate a little bit how great you are. And it's okay. Because, you know, we all know the other side. You know, we don't need any more criticism. We do that enough to ourselves, right? So I really want you, Angie, I want to hear next year how this video blew up your company. And I told her that, you know, we're going to make one for NAHREP that's more NAHREP based too, because I want NAHREP to use the video to get more people to become members. Because the truth is, Adelante comes in, and I partner with organizations, and they're the ones giving you guys the help daily. So, you know, I told Gary and Armando, who pursued me for a year and said, you got to do stuff with us. I love them both. And I'm like, don't worry, you a NAHREP killer tape as my present, because the goal is that we all promote each other, right? And that we promote ourselves. We cannot be afraid to do that.